If you are keen to learn oxygen analyzer, this video is very informative for you. We will see what is oxygen analyzer, what are its main types, and how we can calibrate. Oxygen analyzer is a device used to measure the oxygen concentration in a system. In the mostly industry this is used. It should be made of ceramic material. This sensor is very useful to do the accurate measurement of oxygen concentration. Response time is very quick. It's in the millisecond, so we can save the time and we can increase the efficiency. These analyzers used on the power plants, chemical plants, pressurized coal-fired boilers. We know for a proper combustion, oxygen volume should be proper to avoid wastage of fuel and to get the higher efficiency. So, oxygen analyzer help us in this. What are the features of oxygen analyzer? Here we are going to discuss all the features of oxygen analyzer. Oxygen analyzer is a device which is used in variety of industries and biological oxidation and in the combustion process. Oxygen analyzer can be dependent on the paramagnetic or the electrical properties of oxygen, or it would use a catalyst. The quick response time help us to check the process condition. The sensor of oxygen analyzer will last for a long time. Its output is scalable and usually in analog output 4 to 20 milliamp signal, so we can use it with a PLC. Here we are going to discuss the working of electrochemical oxygen analyzer. This is a type of oxygen analyzer. Here you can see it uses two electrodes. One is anode and the other is cathode. One is faced towards the atmosphere and the second is faced to the sample gas. So when there is a difference in the gas concentration, it will give us output in shape of current. This current is proportional to concentration of gas. It uses a galvanic oxygen sensor. It's long lasting and maintenance free. It has two electrodes, cathode and anode. Cathode is exposed to atmosphere and the anode is submerged in hydroxide solution to which we want to measure. The electrochemical reduction of oxygen in cathode and anode, oxidation happens and produce electrical current. This current is directly proportional to the concentration of gas. After compensating the temperature, we will amplify the signal and drive it to the display. The second type is a zirconia oxygen sensor. So we will learn how zirconia oxygen sensor work. It uses a zirconia ceramic cell to determine the oxygen concentration in a sample gas. So I will tell you how zirconia sensor works. Here you can see a porous zirconia is used and there are two electrodes. One is faced to the atmosphere and the second to the sample gas. So there is a difference of concentration and there should be a high temperature which is almost 800 degrees centigrade. This will ionize the oxygen. So the oxygen from the higher concentration will move to the lower concentration and at the output we will get a current which is proportional to the concentration of the sample gas. So this is the very simple, but the thing is we should maintain the temperature above 800 degrees centigrade so that oxygen is ionized. Zirconium lattice is porous and at high temperature, so this will help transfer of oxygen ions. Oxygen will move from high concentration of oxygen to the low concentration. An EMF is created by this movement of ions, and this can be measured to check the concentration of the oxygen. Here in another diagram you can see a zirconia, a solid electrolyte, and a cathode, anode, and at the output we will get EMF. What are the advantages of zirconia oxygen analyzer? Here we will discuss the zirconia oxygen analyzer advantages. No need for a sampler, fast response, the operating temperature range is very wide. So these are all advantages. Now we will see what are the disadvantages of zirconia cell, or we can say zirconia oxygen analyzer. The combustible gases like H2CH4 could affect the operating process. Non-linear scale. It cannot be used for trace oxygen measurement in presence of reducing gas in the sample. The third process of oxygen measurement is the paramagnetic oxygen analyzer. In this we use the paramagnetic quality of oxygen. Paramagnetic properties of oxygens are used, and the operating principle is based upon the attraction of a paramagnetic substance toward a field of higher magnet. These devices use a glass dumbbell. It's placed between the poles of magnet. The magnet that is used will be wedge shaped in order to keep field between the magnets. Here you can see a glass dumbbell which is freely hanged between the magnets and a feedback coil on the dumbbell. There is a photo. Here you can see these are the glass dumbbells. There are infrared source and a detector. When oxygen is applied to this, the oxygen molecule attracted to the strong magnetic field, and this would cause the dumbbell rotation. When this dumbbell will rotate, here you can see it will rotate toward the magnets. The infrared ray source is reflected by a mirror. So to restore normal position of dumbbell, an opposite current will be applied. The current is proportional to the concentration of gas. We will measure the current, we will amplify it, and we can use it because this is proportional to the oxygen concentration. Here you can see these rays are reflected by this mirror, and it will produce a current to maintain the dumbbell position. Now we will see advantages and disadvantages of paramagnetic oxygen analyzer. Its main advantage that its response is very good and it is highly precise. It has a high precision. These are two advantages. In disadvantages, measurement error can be produced by other gases that exhibit the magnetic susceptibility, that means other paramagnetic gases. And disadvantage is that it's sensitive to vibration, because the vibration will move the dumbbell and it will create error. Now we will see how to install an oxygen analyzer and what we should keep in mind before the installation. It should be installed in a place where temperature range is 0 to 50 degrees Celsius and humidity is less than 80% of the relative humidity. It would not be affected by strong electromagnetic field. There should be no vibration and no collision. The instrument connecting wire must be according to the standard and according to the instruction on the nameplate which is in the back of the instrument. The sample gas that is sent to the oxygen sensor, it must be clean, it must be dry, and it must not be corrosive. So we should clean the sample before measurement. Now we will see how we can calibrate oxygen analyzer. So there are two types of calibration, zero calibration and span calibration. If we want to do the span, we will provide 100% oxygen concentrated gas to the analyzer and we will adjust its span. At first, switch on the device and place the sensor in the flow of air with the known oxygen concentration. Wait for stabilizing the reading and then apply standard gas having 0% of oxygen and wait to stable and then adjust 0 and span should be checked twice. We can determine the linearity of the sensor. In order to do this test, we must place the sensor in a stream of non-oxygen concentration between 90 until the reading stabilize. After that, calibrate to match this concentration. There should be an error less than 2% because 2% is acceptable. Repeat the test again and if it still remains the same, our linearity is okay and this analyzer is okay. Now we will learn what are the uses and applications of oxygen analyzer. As I told you, these are used in the many industries, and for the combustion monitoring we use the oxygen analyzer. It is used in the cement industry, in chemical industry, in paper industry, in the boiler system. It helps in controlling level of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, so we can reduce the pollution, and it enhances the fuel efficiency. We can save the fuel. It is used in iron and steel, electric power, oil and petrochemical, ceramics and the paper industry. Here you can see this is oxygen analyzer. It's made up of Fuji. Here you can see it's showing 800 degrees centigrade because this is a zirconia cell, and here you can see its power button, a fuse, its nameplate and its wires for the supply and for the output signal. Here are the sample connections tubes. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like it and